year for this annual event of the Annual Delegates Conference. And this is the supreme body that gives the Sacco authority or power to drive the Sacco affairs in the next financial year. And this is a very important meeting because it brings members from all the 40 branches who actually give now the direction that the Sacco should take.
So this is the annual delegate meeting of Mwalimu National Saving and Credit Cooperative Society Limited, which is held here on 20th February 2016. That is from 8 a.m. at Mwalimu Towers, Upper Hill, Nairobi.
Every year, Mwalimu has an annual delegates meeting. It's actually an event that doesn't happen in one day. It's a 3-day event. We start on Thursday afternoon, we meet the 40 branch chairman, and then the following day on a Friday, we then meet the 323 delegates, and we do what we call a pre-ADM, where we really tackle all the issues of the society, from the financial performance to the projects of the society, the new initiatives that we are putting in place, and any resolutions that will need to be passed on the Saturday are all discussed on Saturday.
Now, dear members, it's my pleasure to share with you the performance of the Sacco for the last year ended 31st December 2015. The Sacco has been growing at a very fast pace and posted very impressive financial results over the last few years. The growth is mainly attributed to your support and the clear demonstration of the confidence you have in the Sacco.
Today, the nature of the businesses being undertaken by the cooperative society requires that a delegate is not just coming here to listen. The destiny of 70,000 Kenyans, the economic destiny, social destiny of 70,000 Kenyans is in your hands. Tunaelewana? When you put 22 billion in an organization, it means you have trust in that institution. The leadership, the management, and the delegate. Because the route you take by a show of vote is the route that will determine the destiny of that member. Tunaelewana? So you are not just any other Kenyan. You are a leader, you are a manager in your own way. So thank you so much. Maybe you can afford a clap as we invite the peers. Alipo kuna peers. I meant for the peers, not myself. So for the peers, karibu sana.
I will read, as usual, of course, in keeping with the tradition. I will read a small written speech. But before the speech, I just want to, first of all, greet you and say I am extremely happy to be here this morning with you. It gives me great pleasure to be with you today during the 37th Annual Delegates Meeting. This is a great day marking an important milestone in the life of your society, where the delegates have an opportunity to evaluate the past performance of the society and plan for the coming year. I'm aware that the delegates present today represent all geographical areas of our country and therefore have various experiences to share. I encourage you all to participate actively during today's deliberations for the betterment of your society. I'm also happy to note that this meeting takes place in your ultra-modern 21-storied Mwalimu Towers, which I am informed will host a state-of-the-art drive-in banking facility once complete. This is something that all of us must be very proud of. It is a testimony of the strength and the potential that people can have when they come together and work together. With these few remarks, I wish you fruitful deliberations during this annual delegates meeting. Thank you very much. And may God bless you all. And because I have another function, I would have been very happy to stay with you, to have lunch with you. You will excuse me, you will permit me, but I'm with you. My doors are open. I've told Madam Chair, we talked in my office. I am a very accessible PS. You can see me, you can talk to me, and I'll work with you so that in the time that is left in my job, we can leave 2, 3, 4 important things in this sector that will actually push the sector ahead. God bless you. Thank you very much.
I now want to call upon Mike Mutua to give vote of thanks. And Chief Guest, we want to request you that we have a small exercise for you before you go. As you all know, when you have a visitor, he cannot go back home with bare hands. So kindly you give us a few minutes after the vote of thanks. Welcome.
I want to specifically thank the management and our late chairman, Mr. Shem Motuka. For where we are seated, we need to thank him, isn't it, members? I also want to appreciate the new facilities. And beyond that, then my duty was simple, to appreciate our Mr. PS. Kindly, I want us to stand, ladies and gentlemen, and give him. It's unfortunate we have a carpet. I wanted us to stamp. But because it's a carpet, we can't hear. Let us just clap. 1, 2, 3. Again. Funga. Fungua. I also come from the land of Mulumutisia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. I now want to call upon the Chief Guest, together with our National Chair, to come in front here. And we have our super savers, which we have put in 3 categories. We have Class C, B, and A. And with the assistance of the Chief Guest, we want to hand over the gifts to them. So I want to call upon Simon Kavisi. Appreciate Martin. Johnson Rioki. Somebody to pick for him. Followed by Herman Degwa Ngatia.
Thank you, Herman. Even next year, I know you.
Followed by Kelvin Shikuku Lukoe. Thank you, Kelvin. Appreciate him well. These are Class A. Remember Class A. Remember what A means. Thank you very much. And now we want to appreciate our Chief Guest, and it will be our National Chair who will hand over the gift to our Chief Guest. I want you to appreciate our Chief Guest very well. He spared a lot of things to be here with us today. Thank you, Mr. Chief Guest, for coming. Appreciate him. Appreciate him well. Thank you very much. Come again when we invite you.
Administrative expense, we spent 1.1 billion compared to 1.3 billion in the year 2014. And here we need to congratulate the CEO because he has been able to minimize the expenses of the Sacco. You realize that we also need to congratulate the staff of Mwalimu. They are only 300 and they are able to serve 70,000 members. I think that's a credit to the staff. Then we have key ratios. You can read the ratios at your convenience. Then we interpret the statements for you. I think now that marks the end of my presentation for the financial statements. The notes are there. You can make some references, and maybe I invite the auditor so that now he can make a comment on this financial statement. Thank you.
As the National Treasurer has indicated, this year is a bit unique because the audit report comprises that of the group and that of the society, which is contrary to what you had in the previous year where it was only that of the society. So it's a combination of both the group results and the society results. So from that opinion, we have issued an unqualified audit opinion because the records presented to us ties to the underlying records and the financial statements presented to you.
ECB due diligence report. Both financial and legal due diligence were undertaken before acquisition of ECB. In the two due diligence reports, several risks were identified. Our concern as a committee are the mitigating measures so far undertaken against the identified risks. Both response, major issues raised on acquisition mainly focus on ECB credit quality and provision inadequacy, 2, staff attrition at ECB, 3, capital inadequacy at ECB, 4, reliance on term deposits and high cost of funds. Thanks and God bless you all.
Thank you, Chairman, Supervisory Committee.
Allow me just to say jambo because I'm a member of Mwalimu Sacco, and you are actually very important people because you are the stewards of Mwalimu Sacco. And as you continue being the stewards because you have been doing very well, we trust that you be the best stewards during your time when you are there as a delegate, as an official, in whatever the capacity, you will be a good steward. So I want to say thank you very much for you accepting to play the role that you are playing. Otherwise, thank you very much, Chairperson, for that kind of an opportunity to greet these colleagues of mine. We share the same thing. We are members of Mwalimu Sacco.
I want to thank, or I want to appreciate the current board headed by the National Chair, Madam Utegi, and the CEO, Robert, for delivering on the plans which are there. Many leaders or many institutions have very good plans, but the delivery is another thing altogether. I feel humbled to be in this hall, to be in this building, because it's a plan which has been delivered by the people whom I left behind. I want to say thank you and may God bless you. I could have stayed longer with you, but so that I catch up on the new things. But I want to travel to Kisumu to see my family. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Vice. Thank you, God.
We had a provisional budget of 4.69. We now want to revise this to 4.7 and providing a provision of 4.5 in the year 2017. 4.59. 4.99. Oh, sorry, the numbers are small here. In total, we want the capital budget, and we are requesting for your approval that you approve 365 million for the year 2016 and a working provision for 2017 of 119 million. You'll get this information in terms of elaboration on the notes at number 1 all the way to note number 61.
So this is the time you have. I want to give you like 10 minutes for you to bring out the issues from all those reports before we go to the next agenda item.
I'm requesting the board members, because all of us cannot be the management side. If you love teachers, take care of this circle. Take care of this circle for the benefit for teacher. A teacher is the most suffering servant in this country.
Is that I would also like the society to consider leasing out these vehicles instead of Assad having its own vehicles. They should look which one is economical. Is it leasing or the society having its own vehicles?
Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your good questions. I now want to invite the CEO to come and respond to them. I realize most of them are operational issues. And the national chair will close.
Saloon car, the intention is to replace the KBM, the blue saloon car that we have. That is why we want it replaced. It will be fully depreciated. On the double cab, yes, it was in an accident in November. I don't know how many of us saw it before it went in for repair, where all the airbags were out on that vehicle. It hit these border people. It had gone out for a function, and it is currently undergoing repair at Toyota Kenya. They have taken quite a while with it. The reason we have this on budget is we again believing that we need to replace that car. It is used for society activities, staff, board, at times yourselves, and we feel we need to have a car fit enough that we're not carrying a risk with us. That is why we intend to replace the 2 vehicles. It's not to increase the number of cars. Theft of laptops, I think this was just a query raised at the back, and we are taking it seriously. Action will be taken on this. We are just, I think supervisory made it clear when we had discussions with them and the board. They are very happy with how we are dealing with liquid cash, but they feel there are gaps when we are talking of physical assets, which is a true concern. I think you like how the room is looking and the chairs you're sitting on. So of course, if CEO puts 10 chairs in his car today and goes home, it should be a concern. So physical assets is an agenda that we are going to work on this year. Now, the issue of Kisaju, those who had applied, every person who applied, and I don't know if Rose Mweruri is in the room. Yes, she is. She's the head of Treasury and Investment. So anybody who had applied, I think this came from the lady seated right next to you, Rose. So if anybody who had applied has not gotten their letter, see Rose, because we sent letters to everybody who had applied. So if anybody has not gotten that, they need to see her. And we're actually receiving the 10% deposit. I believe as at end of yesterday, we had already received 25 million from these people. I think the other matters, National Chair, I can hand over to you. Thank you.
Now, investment. When are we going fully to own ECB so that it becomes Mwalimu National? I hear you. In fact, we forgot to announce, I think team, I don't know whether we announced, that the change of name is coming. In fact, it's with the central bank. We are only waiting for an NGM because central bank said you can't change the name without the NGM. So the NGM of ECB is coming next week on 24th, and we are going to propose the change of name. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Another round of applause for Chair and CEO.
Now, this is the first one this is 2016 ADM resolutions. The Board of Directors proposes to the Annual Delegate Meeting to pay dividends and interests as follows. 1. Interest at 11.20 payable to members based on their monthly deposit as at that 1st December 2015, and 2. Dividend as at 12.2% payable to members based on their shares balances as at that 1st December 2015.
Thank you very much. I want to close our next agenda. Our next item on the agenda is going to be handled by Helen.
Those ones are retiring today and are eligible for re-election. There is also Federal Mwambuli who has resigned, and therefore this is what we call a casual what? Vacancy.
This is my view. That the 3 who are facing re-election, they go unopposed.
Okay, those ones are already in. And where are they? Wasimame tu tuwaone. And for me, I'm saying congratulations. Now, we, like I told you and the people who had applied were 6. Three vacancies have already been filled. Tumebaki gapi? Moja. Now there are 2 fighting for 1 position. Mode of elections. Clap for him. Isaiah Onyamo, 157. Clap for him. I want to declare Isaiah as supervisory committee member of this society. Now we go to the next one. Then Wellington Otiede got 149 votes. Clap for him. Joel Gachari got 154 votes. Clap for him. And I want to declare Joel Gachari a committee member of this society, a board member of this society. Thank you very much for making our work so easy.
Therefore, my vice chair is Mrs. Constance Wasike. The secretary is Michael Awero Bodo. And the treasurer is Benson Mirai. And I make the chairman. Thank you very much and God bless.
Mwalimu has set milestones. 2015 bought a bank, bought an insurance brokerage, started a housing scheme. 2016 service delivery, that's our key focus before embarking on the new frontiers. 2017 when we talk about educational institutions and building academies, universities for the benefit of our membership. So all I want to say is thank you for the support, thank you for being together, and let's grow Mwalimu together.